Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
So as you've been seeing, like, the next one. Okay. So as you've seen, like we've been in Yamaps before, and it's a company of IoT, as I explained. And from Yamaps itself, we've been developing this kind of smart platform for the DoorsVision. So now there is another video explaining about the DoorsVision trip in DTEC 1. If you are not familiar in DTEC 1, what we have accomplished, you can watch this video again.
Hello and good evening. Today I am making these short videos about DTEC and DoorsVision, a product of Yamaps Free Zone company. My name is Hadi Martini, and today I will show you the smart access control where we integrated in smart DTEC, which is part of Dubai Silicon Oasis. So as you can see, let's go together. And as you can see, I have my mobile here. So the first thing I have to do is simply, I need to unlock the door, that is the gate. So this is my gate here, and now I am using the application. So the moment I am registered here as DoorsVision, this is my office DTEC, I go to DTEC and unlock. So simple, it will take me an unlock button, like this, and voila, this is open. So now I enter to DTEC, and here is, we take a look about my office, our company office, Yamaps, Free Zone company. This is, let's go together and take a look. Actually, DTEC is a green area, so it's full of green areas and full of technology with many people and companies on board. So let's take a look about our company, Yamaps Free Zone, and we enter to the office. So let's enter together. And this is our small office. Inshallah, hopefully it will be bigger. So once we enter to the office, we can again control everything through the app. So I will enter to DTEC here in Yamaps, and I will go for a smart home. So I will click smart home. So now this is the smart home control. I'm not sure if it can be seen. So the first thing what we can do is we can unlock or we can switch on the lights. So the moment I do like this, let's say this, so unlock, So now we switch on the light in the company, and this is our brief about the company. This is Yamaps Free Zone. We have different departments for IoT integrations and chipset programming. So I will be talking a bit about this kind of things in a short way, but just let's take a look about the company. This is our demo office where you can see all kinds of technologies implemented by our products. And this is where we used to do the smart IoT, smart CCTV cameras, and the smart integration for tablets, for temperature, for all kinds of technology. Thank you so much for this short video. This is a quick introduction about Yamaps, DTEC, and DoorsVision. Thank you so much.
So I think this is also clear about what we have done. This is our office place, what we are offering as services, and that from there how we can use and utilize DoorsVision as an application. Now this video is like a small interview we have done with Mr. Ghanem Al-Falasi. He's the Senior Vice President of Silicon Oasis Authority, the whole city. So because we tried to pitch our, he's the one behind helping us try to prove the concept in DSOA in terms of access and in terms of loyalty points. So as I said, like it's a community platform. So that means wherever you go, whatever you do, you will have to encounter DoorsVision in a way or two. So we try to get a letter of intention, kind of letter of intention from them, and it's well recognized. But we need some time more to prove the concept for them, But anyway, let's take a look about what the interview was about, and you can see the proof of concept. How was it going?
Mango, Asin, Cracker, Busy,
Mr. Ghanim and
Gentle, This is the process of checking visitor management system using DoorsVision app. So Mr. Walid already checked the invitation and he will approve it, then that you will be able to simply go directly to the door and unlock the door. So Mr. Ghanim, you can go now. So it's very simple and smart access just using the mobile application, which is already verified. Mr. Ghanim will unlock the door and it is unlocked. Exactly. Thank you so much. This is today Hadi Mardini, the founder of DoorsVision. And here we are today meeting with the special guest, Mr. Ghanim Al-Falasi, the SVP People, Happiness and Innovation. Please, Mr. Ghanim, thank you so much for your time. And we are here today just to get your feedback about the smart communities approach in Silicon Oasis Authority. And overall, what you can, if you can tell us and share us more about you, about the innovation and smartness as a community in this smart Silicon Oasis Authority. Thank you so much for your time, and please, if you can tell us more about this.
Hadi, thank you very much. First of all, I appreciate this interview to highlight our role as a Silicon Oasis. We are here really to cater for all the initiatives and successful technology implementation in the region. So we are the seeding place for that. Silicon Oasis is known for more than 15 years now as a free zone and a technology hub to attract really innovative minds to come and really establish their companies here and try to test the ideas and grow from here to the global market. It's a city within a city. We have around 7 square kilometers. And the good thing about Silicon Oasis, we are really having an integrated community, which is very much suitable to your solution. But I talk about this one, that we have the commercial side of it, and we have also the domestic or the residential side. We have universities, hospital, entertainment, all this in one place. So, to be frank, it's the only integrated community that you can find to do business and be entertained and live in one place. And that's why that's the value proposition of Dubai Silicon Oasis. So we are, making this place for entrepreneurs and for big companies seamlessly to build that ecosystem for it. So coming to that, meeting such ideas or such idea provider like you, Adi, who was trying to test smart community, I think this is the right environment for you. And we tested with you a solution that is one part of the whole smart community, which is the door access, and DoorsVision is the tool for it. I'm a heavy believer of really cutting out corners and removing redundancies and really simplifying the process. So what I found in DoorsVision is a lot of steps that we can cut from booking the appointment until I receive my guest or my visitor in my office. So that the whole journey, we really eliminated it by using DoorsVision. It's a simple solution. My personal assistant sends the invitation, the guest will receive it and he will have to download DoorsVision. So that made it so easy that they come, we're already verified by our security people, and they enter smoothly to the designated place. So for me, that's really removed the conventional way of doing the receiving guests and guest management and door access. So in a nutshell, we are a test bed, and we tested this solution, and really we saw the benefit of it. Now the next step is really launching it in a bigger scale and scaling it up in the city, and hopefully we can manage to take it even to the community and apply. The fundamental of it is the door, but we know that once you open the door, you will open other things also.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you so much for your point of view. Actually, I have another question, which is about the community integration as a social community. As you know, like DoorsVision, it's not only as a smart IoT integrated platform, but it's also as a social addressing system where we use this DoorsVision as a place to discover places, whether you are in a restaurant or you are in any commercial or residential building or even the hotels here in Silicon Oasis. So applying even loyalty points accordingly and discount system within the community is something we tested already, and it's something I need your opinion about it. What do you think about DoorsVision as a smart addressing system for places to discover places smartly and making the kind of loyalty redemption and discount giving? What do you think about this approach?
Well, I would tell it in a different way. I see it more like a social media, and it's a real or physical social media because you already have the full information of the community in one platform. That enables people to really exchange experiences together and also have built up that kind of a commercial relation with the client or with the residents of the Silicon Oasis. So for me, I see it more of a platform for social integration, for B2B, B2C, all that can be done in one place, and also can be, let's say, my C2C as a community-to-community integration. So I think there's, aside from the commercial side of it, is really the community part of it. There is a huge potential of integrating, I want to say, building loyalty on top of this solution. And because normally loyalty will be from one to many, or but this one is very much expanded, so it's from many to many. So that's the advantage of this solution. And for us, it's important to be a desired society. It's one of our strategic pillars. Yeah. So to be loyal to this environment here, there is a tool for it, and this tool can be DoorsVision, that we can use it to build this kind of loyalty to live in DSO.
Thank you so much for this. And the last question is about sustainability and how to, with the DoorsVision IoT integrated solutions. As you know, we experienced the smart saving functions and the sustainability approach for all residents and commercial places. So what do you think the implementation of the smart sustainability features as smart saving for energy and power would help the Silicon Oasis if they implement it and take it forward?
Well, I think now there is a common thing and a common drive for sustainability and environment cautiousness there, and how much we need to really focus on being so eco-friendly people. And our community here, we are always having this as a priority for us. So the only challenge is really the pre-capital required to set up all this. Mm-hmm. And if we find the right real solution for it, I think the adaptation will be faster. Mm-hmm. Saying that, I think now using facilities and reducing the carbon footprint of this place will add more value and attraction for Silicon Oasis. So if we have such solutions that could reduce the carbon footprint here, I think it will be a win-win for all of us. Now, the only challenge, as I said, how we break that pre-capital required for it. So maybe we need to come up with a different approach to make it very exciting for end users to adopt such technology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. It was pleasant meeting you, Mr. Ghanem. I really appreciate your efforts and everything you have done towards our company and towards helping and make the startups in Silicon Oasis, especially in DTEC, happy and successful. We really appreciate your cooperation, and thank you so much for your time.
I will always, support Yamaps and DoorsVision and I always wish the success for such enterprise really in the future. I know that it will be very big because this is the future and we are going toward it. But the only thing is you are expediting the future here, and you need all the support and really the encouragement. So I wish you all the best. Inshallah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, as we see now, like this is, no need to go with this again, like, do you want me to spend like 2 minutes for this, or it's boring a bit? Fine? This is just talking about, yeah, let's listen to it. This is the steps how you can simply and quickly set up any place in anywhere. So that's an example for a building. We gave it to them, and to see how you can set up in your own place, regardless of a property manager. Let me show you. That's like a quick view. Sorry for the delay in the videos. It's a bit, I know, boring, but it's kind of explaining whatever we have done before in DTEC, in Silicon Oasis, in the SOA. And now I wanted just to show light and highlight here, what is it for DTEC community, or what is it for any community? How can we benefit from this free app as end users, regardless of the businesses or regardless of the community property managers or security companies or whatever? So how can we here as tenants or simply using places, how can we benefit out of it? So simply, you can, once you install the application, you can discover all places inside your building and around your building. So the moment you install it, there is a search bar. It's similar to Google, but we are more in depth into the community. Google shows you the overall map with overall information, but we go in particularly for each and every one inside every building. We just let you know, like your neighbors, let you know who is your now we need to make networking to know each other, otherwise we are not able to know each other. So for me, if I want to discover which company is there in DTEC, how can I know who is inside each company? So for you, maybe I'm familiar with your face, but I don't know what is your company name or what are you doing, you know? Like, so simply you go to DoorsVision now, and you simply go to check, let's say, all the companies. You can like ask what is DTEC companies inside. So you will see 1, 2, 3, and you can see the information. If you like one of the information, you can check in, and you can be within like a virtual visitor to the place. So you are able to communicate with each and every one. Now, even if you are a visitor, like now we are visiting an event. So if we want, we can all register as an event, and we are all there in the event. So imagine an event like this one. It's closed starting from the parking. We receive all invitation using the application. We unlock the doors. We come inside. We are knowing all each other. You can just see who is inside. We can chat later on. No need to give me your LinkedIn profile. What is your number? خلاص, it's already there. Once you register in the app, you find yourself, and you know always, because it's an event, it's a virtual place. I know that time will be maybe passing by, but it will be there as a virtual place. We can limit this virtual place invitation. Like when I create an invitation, I can say this invitation for, let's say, 1 day, 1 week, whatever. So still we have the time to check each other and to get more in details. And as I said, like connect with any company and start networking. This is what I was explaining. Communicate with each other even simply. Like we provided the platform with like a kind of direct messaging, like something like WhatsApp. So you are able to use the same app to indirect messaging. If you don't like to use the app, you can go directly to the mobile number. So you are able to WhatsApp him, or you can able to even VoIP call him, like voice over IP. So you are able even to have a call. In some places it's allowed, in other countries it's not allowed. So we are here a global platform. We are not restricted for special countries, but we are starting from Dubai at the start. Create your own company information by yourself, like as Mr. Ramesh has done before. You remember, you created your own company, you took the picture, he simply just go inside, and he added his company profile, he put his own picture, and it's there. So even if I want to visit him, I can search and I can see what he wanted me to see. You know, like it's very easy, and he can change it later. He can, for each and every banner, he can specify a specific contact number with a specific contact details. So that means he's the owner, or the place, let's say owner, is able and free to do whatever he wants for the people to know about his place. And it can be adjusted later on. And check in nearby restaurants and receive discounts. Like we are here, we don't know which restaurants has been opened. But within DoorsVision platform, you are able to, you see the nearby like service providers in terms of restaurants, groceries, and get discount at the same time. So because like, especially if it is closed communities like here, like the restaurants here are not allowed to bring their brochures inside. So the solution will be DoorsVision, because simply DoorsVision is the gateway where media can come through in a very simple and easy way. So it's and you can interact very nicely with the app. So you don't need to go to Google Maps to take that number and WhatsApp that guy, and maybe he will respond, maybe no. Because here in our platform, you are able to see who is designated for this part of enrollment. Like let's say I'm a restaurant, I am the one to take orders. So if I contact the restaurant, the employee will be the one to reply back and to contact with you. So you choose your own language, Urdu speaking, Arabic, English, whatever. They have the time to chat back with you and get back to you. So it's kind of a convenient way. Post and view posts in our community. We all suffer this, and it's a big challenge. Like now I have a laptop I want to sell, or I'm looking for an employee, or I'm looking for a course, or I'm looking for services. Looking for financial services. I have Mr. Ramesh here, he has a company for brokerage, so like lending money. So if I'm having some financial challenges, simply what I will do, I will just post inside the community, I'm looking for someone to borrow me money. Yeah, so if he's the one, he will read the post and he can reply back within the same post, and everybody knows about it. So you can view all the posts, and it's very nice. It's kind of, simply DoorsVision is many apps in one app. But we try to make it as smooth, as seamless as possible. That is it in DoorsVision. So this one, we also, I don't think before starting, myself is an inventor, associate member in the Invention Emirates Association. So because we invented many smart solutions and many smart hardwares and gadgets. So they have a challenge actually, where they have now, especially in Corona period, we don't have the privilege, let's say, to do small exhibitions, a small exhibition, let's say. So they have a big warehouse where each and every one of the inventors, they need to showcase their invention. So how would they do that during Corona? So they should do an interactive website, kind of, to allow people to come in, register, and it's kind of hard, you know, like these days after Corona, we've seen many now challenging platforms where you can virtually exhibit in any exhibitions. Like, I don't know if someone has experienced this before. So, but for me, I've checked one of them, you know, like it's not easy and easy approach. But with DoorsVision, you are able to create your virtual, we were showing them this video, that you are able to create your virtual place. Even there, it's not existed, but like the place of the Invention Society is there in Silicon Oasis. It is available, but as a physical place. But in the same time, me as an exhibitor, I can exhibit in that place only, you know, like as a virtual place. And this is how we are explaining, like how you can create your own place within that premise, without even, you know, and these guys, they can rent it out as a service. Like instead of renting me a place, they can rent this virtual place, and they can, you know, do it faster. So I'm here just since it's interactive, and lucky me that it's not many people. So I would like to have like some kind of interactions. What about like here? 3 of my friends are there already. Like 2, they very close to me. They know me very much. They already experienced the application. Khalid didn't experience it because he's in A5. And you are new. Your good name?
Munib.
Munib. So now I need now to just get your feedback about it. I know it's confusing. It's many things in one. But again, I need to see what did you understand out of it, or what is your point, and what solutions we might you know, encounter, or I need to get this kind of. That's why we are trying to make kind of sessions. We need to know the people's feedback from such platform. So would you be able to just?
Well, as long as I understand, it's really a good idea. As you mentioned, that in one application, there are so many applications. You can do many things, like you can interact with. But I think, I have a question. Like, how do I register, like unlocking the door? Like which door and how? How do I know that this door can be unlocked by using this application or not? This is one of my.
This is a very good question, actually. Now, getting to the door, before going to the door, you need to go to the place, right? Like, because every door is existing in a place, like in a room or in a building or in a place. So going to that place, when you go to that place, you will find doors. Either gates, like parking gates. Now today when I camp, there is a parking here. So where I'm going, first of all, I'm going to DTEC A5 Building, all right? So from here you should start. You say, what you do. If you are a visitor, now we are tackling different parts of people. So in your case, you are talking about visitor walk-in, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you are a walk-in visitor, simple. Once you install the application, you are able to add visit. So once you say add visit, it will tell you either you specify the place directly up on like a search A5 building, which you can try and test now. So A5, it will come directly A5. No need to go UAE, Dubai, Silicon
So
Oasis.
nearby doors will appear.
Actually, it's not nearby yet because we don't know. Even sometimes you want to go virtually somewhere else. Because I will come to that. I will answer you a bit why. Because we are not only mattering the physical interaction. We also do the virtual interaction as well. You know, like we are like Google. They do all virtual things. They cannot do what we do as physical accessing or interacting with the smart automation or things. But now your question, what I will tell you is, first of all, you need to go to visit that place only. So the moment you are in as a walk-in visitor, they will allow you to enter according to the management decision. So some management, like in our DTEC Hub 1, they allow any walk-in guest because we have this Nicolas Cafe down. So anyone can simply go to the reception and say, I want to check in as a walk-in guest. So what they matter is, instead of you coming there, put the ID and put your information, it's already registered with a very secure and a good manner. So now you registered as a virtual customer, and you are now there. You walked in, and you face a barrier of parking. So that is your first locking challenge. So how can I unlock this? Usually you have to press a button, take the card or a coin, and maybe if you forget it, you have to pay 200, I don't know, etc. Here, no need. The moment you registered yourself as a walk-in, you have one button, which is the unlock button. Simple unlock, that it will open the barrier for you. Okay, so you are in. Now you come to reception. As you've seen in the second video, like when I was testing, I just walk in as a visitor and I unlock, so the gate has unlocked.
Yeah.
So you didn't need to add anything. So who added this before to you, which is the management? So you know, like that answers this question. But what if you have your home, which I've done, like I installed a couple of days before. One of my contacts, he said, I want to have my own door. So how can you solve this issue? I said, very simple. We are selling a lot of doors in collaboration with another company, our sister company, this IoT. So you go select your item. We have many door accesses, cylinder door, bigger door with fingerprint, without fingerprint, etc. So once you have this, whatever you like, we go there, our team just fix it on your door, and you and your kids and your members can simply add it. You will add it by yourself as a secure manner.
Yeah.
You add it, you make sure that this is yours. We give you also not only the application, we give you passcodes. You are able to, through the same app, you are able to put a sign, as a passcode for Khalid, for you, for your wife, for your kid. You are also possible to create the RFID card, like any access card. Plus, there is a mechanical backup key in terms of in case battery is out, any thing happens, so you are able to always use and unlock. So that is, we are also providing the access in a very seamless way, a very nice way. But again, like this is, I hope that I answered your question. Yeah.
I will try your app. I will try to download it.
Yeah, please do try it and see now if we have time, we can run that video because this will show you quickly, and this is all available in YouTube. Like once you go to YouTube, just write DoorsVision one word, and you are able to see all the videos we have done as academical videos, educational, how you set up your log, how you create a visit to any place, how you create your visit, how you even do your smart home. You know, like even smart home is not something easy because you need a company or you need to be very expert to come to do the smart home. But for us, it's very easy. Even we can lease it for you, we can rent it for you. So
This application is available on Android?
yeah, both in Google and in iOS. DoorsVision, one word.
DoorsVision, one.
Yeah, one word, DoorsVision. So you can download it, and in here, especially as I said, like once you download it, you are able to discover the places. Even you can create. A lot of my customers are in India, in Pakistan. Yesterday, I have one guy. Honestly, like when this Facebook interruption happened, I get phone call from a friend. He said, "Hadi, help me." I said, "What?" He said, "I need another channel of communication, which I know that here it's not available. You need to either you have to pay for it." Or like you have the
Yeah, actually, can you explain us one more time? Last time you told me how to use this video call and all. How can we do this?
Exactly.
See, anybody, for example, we can
Anybody.
use it at home also. I mean, for example, in the family members, WhatsApp is not allowed here. So if we download this app and as a family members also do this, we can do the video call.
exactly, and that's what I have.
Can you just explain that how to do that once now?
Yeah, I will explain now.
Because that will be helpful for us.
Just let me tell you what happened with my friend, and over the phone I helped him set it up. So what he has done, I told him simply download the DoorsVision. He downloaded. So I told him, do you create your place? Like, is your building is there? He said, I don't know if it's available. So hi, how are you? Please sit anyway. So what he's done actually, he just simply set up DoorsVision as an application, and he wants to communicate with his wife. So because they have no more WhatsApp or no more Facebook Messenger. So what happened is I told him to install both in both apps, like here and there. So first of all, he has to create his own building. So very simple. Just he added plus, create one. He created. He's in Ajman. He said like I'm United Arab Emirates, Ajman. The community is, if the community is not available, you can create your community. So our back-end people, they will correct it later on. Maybe the spelling is wrong. Al-Rashidiyya is a community. Doesn't matter how you write it. You write, you create. We don't want you to stop and wait for approvals or for review or for like the spending things, which you will say no, forget about it. I don't want to do it anymore. So write whatever, create your building, even if it's wrong, as spelling. We will come and later on do it for you. So he created Rashidiyya 1. Then he created his building number, apartment number, whatever, and he created, and then he has his own virtual access card. So that means he created his existence in the platform in this place, again for this place only. So his wife, she's done the same. So we have something called intercom. So where we, like if you go to any building, the traditional buildings, we have this physical intercom. We do remember everywhere, like there is the button where you have to call the button. We have done it on the cloud. So this is the way we use this kind of intercom facilities. As an intercom, you can talk video calling. So what she's done, like once you are inside the same building, you are able to see all your neighbors, okay? And you can say, I want to talk to Munib. So Munib had talking to you, it will ring. So I can choose either call you VoIP by video or calling only call by video, again over IP, or I can simply call you with the SMS, like with the SIM card. So it will tell you like a warning, you are now using the SIM card. Will you be able to pay? Yes, I have no problem, I'll pay. So this is where you can simply create a connection between anyone where it will work. But in UAE, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work.
Is that interconnect between two companies?
Can you explain more?
Like for example, let's say I have ABC company, I have XYZ company. So this one they can talk to each other, this one can, but they interconnect together. So for example, if I want to go from ABC to XYZ, can I make that call?
But you can connect, but now again, well, what do you mean by
Like for
connect?
example, let's say to use this facility or this feature. So from my understanding, you can make this kind of intercom within the company.
Yeah, you can do that very
But
simply.
across the companies, you can.
You can do that. Definitely. You can do that, and you can do even more a secure way, like in Silicon Waste Authority. They ask us that we are not allowing people to call if you are out of our premise,
Okay.
like for security reasons, like even the access. We are not allowing anyone using 4G to access or he should be inside our premise. So even this we tackled, and it's available. We can do that. It's available. Yeah. Once you are on the cloud, you can do that always. And we have another facility which is also very nice, which is now our friend Rafika. She's a real estate background. She has a real estate office, and we explained for her many times how we can. Our challenge in real estate. Why I say our? Because I was in real estate before, like 7-8 years. I was a real estate broker and development manager. So why I'm saying our challenge? Our challenge in real estate, we want to connect buyers or tenants, with the buyers and sellers, or tenants and landlords. So how we do that? Like especially we are the brokers, where we need to fetch both of you guys. You are the owner, and you are let's say he's the seller for this premise, and you are the buyer. So how will we be able to know that? You have to go to Property Finder, you have to call whatever, and again, brokers are there. Or you have to do a divert way, which is a black way, where you have to bribe the security guys, take the contacts for any company, as they do, right? And we take the numbers and we call them, harassing them, honestly, it's not allowed. So we have to call them and tell them, are your home for sale? No, don't call me again, and etc., etc. So it's really bothering me. We have solved this issue here with DoorsVision. What we have done, we created a platform which is DoorsVision.ae. Even though if you are not let's say as a buyer, even though if the buyer is not registered in the platform, so you can go to DoorsVision.ae, not .com, .ae, because it's a localized platform. So you go to DoorsVision.ae and you will see a map. I will show you. So once you see the map, you can select any place. Let me show you this. And this is very beneficial companies, and this will solve even your issue, not only resale. So DoorsVision.ae. See? So you will be able, it will allow you to, you should allow the location. As I said, it's a localized area. So as you can see here, this is the map where we are closed in the area. And you can see many places here. So we need to magnify more. And let's go further. Here, see, once you check here over, example, let me see, this is Spice Trail. This is example DTEC. Okay, I will click on DTEC. So the moment I click on DTEC on the map, it will show all the information, all the informations about the place as a building. Okay, it will tell you the banners. So even the banners, you know, the banners, the put to let sign, or no need to do that anymore with DoorsVision. Why? Because it's simply, you can say to let offices starting from so on. So you simply go to the map at your home just to check this building. What is this? D1, check in. You can see what the publisher or the property manager or the broker wants you to see. So he doesn't need to write this costly banner, which is to let 055, and you need to step down, and you don't need to do that. Just simply you can search online, and the magical thing here, the moment you do that, look on the other side, you will be able to see it's already there, like the countries, UAE, Dubai, Silicon Oasis sub-community, DTEC, and it will tell you in DTEC what are the companies to talk with. So let's say you are coming back to your answer to answer your question. So this one here, like this one, if I want to check who is in DTEC, see, it will come all the places in DTEC. So starting from Yamaps, because we are the first customer. So Yamaps as a company, if I click here, it will tell you property users in Yamaps. So imagine you are able to know who is in Yamaps now. So you will be able to talk to him. And if you click, it will show you many people in Yamaps. Not only this, which people, the people which they would like to appear on the map. So if they don't want to appear, simply they can hide it and no one can see them anymore. So we will see Yamaps, we will see it blank. So again, it's up to them how to choose. And if you see that Yamaps, it will show you the photos of Yamaps office. Plus, you are able to email directly, or you can WhatsApp them. So that is like a one-way communication where you can be anonymous and you can contact anyone to any company, example. So you want to see who is working in this company. I went now to Yamaps as a company, and you are able to communicate with me now. Now, if you want to communicate registered in the app, you are most welcome. Just register in the application, just search in the bar, what is in DTEC, it will tell you, then you are able to do VoIP calling with me. Inside the app. But here it's a brilliant way to show how you can list your properties in a way that when I'm the owner and I want to list it, or I'm a broker, I might list many properties here as well.
Nice.
So they can simply go and search, look, and it will be very dynamic and very feasible. You know, and not only this, we are able to. This is another feature we created to control the banners. So imagine that you have an LCD screen somewhere, and you want to control it. How you do that? You need to go to a content management system platform. So like the restaurants screens now, no more static banners. What I mean by static is only the photo, where they need to change, and it's no more anymore. Right? They are all converting into TVs, so digital ones. So they put TV and they put the advertisement on the screens, right? So who says like this burger will be on this place on this time? Who says this? So a content management system will be there. They have to pay for it in order to show this. Okay, what we have done is this banners. If you want, you are able to show the banners. So you click show banners. It's establishing and it takes you to the property management site. So you have to log in your credentials to make sure that you are the property manager. You are the one to run that advertisement, not anyone else.
This one run on the TV.
Exactly. So what you do is you take DoorsVision.ae, simple, and you place it on that TV. You should do this exactly what I'm doing now.
So is the TV? So what software you need to install in that case?
Nothing. Just go to the website, DoorsVision.ae. Do exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, it is free for now, by the way. You can utilize it and you can play with it. Any TV screen.
Yes.
So imagine you want to play your kids' TV screen. I want to show you only these banners. Now it's only banners. We are not allowing videos yet. Because
There's like a sequence panel. Can you do that?
yeah,
okay,
definitely.
cool.
I will show you. So now what you will do, you have to go to as a control panel, and you just admin at DTEC example. Admin at DTEC.ae. This is one we have done for them to use.
You know how do I am asking that?
Wait, just I will answer you.
Sure.
See now, I went inside the control panel of DTEC now. Because I am already there. You should be verified by us. We are not allowing this to happen for anyone. Otherwise, everybody can do that.
Yeah.
But yet we allow this in a way now we need to monitor you somehow, you know. So we put this barrier. And the example here, since I'm here, you are able to see the logs log. So the moment you create the logs log in DTEC, it will tell you now who has entered. See now what we see. Oh, you know, wait. Maybe admin. Okay, sign in. Yes. Logs log. See? So you are able to see if the time who each one has entered actually. So this is the date time. I will put from last.
Very nice.
Wait. This is taking some time. Yeah. See, this is 7th. On 1 o'clock in the morning, someone called Ammar, he used that gate in DTEC. So you are able to know that who has utilized this service.
It's a login.
It's a logbook, you know, but security, and you can share with security account or anyone. So going back to the map, now since I registered, you remember what I have done? I said I want to have DTEC, and I was looking into Yamaps, right? So I want to show Yamaps banners. So this is DTEC, I think. This is test. This is DTEC, yes? So the moment you click DTEC, this appears, and now I want to show banners. Look, what will happen is I want to show these banners. Look. So these banners of the building, it will show. Of that building. So it will be slideshow of that building. We are able to see the banners for each building. You can see that. So this one, simply you go to DoorsVision.ae in any web browser, and you are able to show it as a interactive banner.
Very good.
Any questions? You missed us in the start. Unfortunately, we didn't. Yeah, we can recap later on. I will recap later on.
Look, first of all, it's really an amazing technology what you've done. Seriously, it's very, very smart. And I'm talking about it because when I came here first, I spent a couple of weeks in the hotel, and I spent a couple of months in the monthly rented apartment. And if you have such solutions, that will solve a lot of my issues.
Exactly.
You know, and a lot of time that can be used in some other things instead of just go and activate cards and register.
And imagine that you are able to do, you come to a smart home without the hassle of having a smart home.
Yes.
You know, this is really a big hassle. Like you are talking about this access card, but what about smart home? It's even worse. You know, like in terms of integrations, in terms of you are able here to rent it out for 2 months, 1 month even.
Exactly. That's
It's
really-
easy. It's and whatever we do, this is again very important. Any smart approach we are trying to do as a digital transformation, we try to make sure that the old people, all the people they are not too much with technology, let's say, they are welcome with us because they are still able to use the normal switches, the normal keys, the normal whatever they use, the remote control. We are not disabling anything. We're simply allowing another layer of technology to step in and to make it easier for you if you are aware of how to use it. But if you are not, please be free. You can use whatever you are used to.
And the idea about property communication, that's also very good because I notice here it's a little bit hassle and it's a bit I would say not easy to communicate with the property managers.
Exactly.
So I think that would be a very, very smart way out to communicate. Very, very really amazing. Seriously. Really
So I hope to expand it actually in Australia or something. We
that's
have-
something I just want to talk about here later on.
Because it needs that actually this kind of concept, what we are looking now, why we are not into the market yet. We were trying to finish the proof of concept first.
Okay.
Because without the proof of concept, you don't have the data, you don't have the experience enough to go with a brave heart to the market, you know. So once we are in place now, we tested the platform and not about the software. Software can be adjusted later on, you know, like bugs are there sometimes, servers sometimes halted. It's something we need to always, it's an upgrading cycle always, all the time. But the most important is the know-how, the interaction with the user experience, how the people is receiving this kind, the awareness of the people, and this is our challenge. The awareness of the people, the awareness of the property managers where they don't want to interact. They are afraid of technology because they are simply, they don't want to do more. You know, like I'm used to this kind of chocolate. Khalas, I'm used to it. Don't tell me you have a smart chocolate where I can imagine it, then it's something I don't need to have.
Actually, the good things in Dubai and also in Australia, I noticed that its people are adaptable very nicely. So that's very good market. Some other nations, they, I said, they're a little bit slow. But here in Dubai, I noticed that's really, really good. Also in Australia, they are really, really good in the adapting.
But who is the adapter? Now you touch a very sensitive point. Actually, that is very true. But some of the end users. But what about the property managers? You know, like maybe now what our challenge is, you know, we are dealing with end users and businesses. End users, they are easier to approach and they are easier to adopt because there are early adopters and there are people they like to test it and see if it's worth, like Mr. Ramesh said now, for me I like the void calling. It's something I need. So he will be able to install the app, but maybe he's not interested in the access control in the building. He doesn't care about the access control because he is used to the access card he has. It's something he doesn't require now. But he requires the void calling.
Yeah.
So for him, maybe he requires the posting in the community. But the problem is, not the problem, I'm saying it's not a problem, it's a challenge. The challenge is how we reach the consumers. So to reach consumers, that means you have to spend lots of marketing. So that requires lots of budgeting. Again, it's a big cycle. But in the business cycle, it's easier to sell you. But again, now how adaptive you are, how early adaptive you are. Are you willing to just move a bit and try to use the technology and try to make it really happening? Or you, no, because I'm used to it, I don't want I'm losing, I don't want to change.
That's very, very true.
So that is our now where we are trying to
I think the property, commercial buildings, they are really, really places that something that will fit nicely and make their life easy. You know, I moved recently also to a new apartment. Also, it took me like 3 days to activate my card.
see.
Imagine now if I can have this application and the property, just one click, that's it, done.
That's it.
Easy, you know? So
Easy and secure.
easy and secure, exactly.
And no worry of lost using your card.
Exactly. And then if I change my place, then they can deactivate it in just in 1 second, and that's done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's very
And you
smart.
can offer your family members in no time.
Exactly.
Like it's very simple. Just a new invitation to whom? What is the name? Like Katrina. Katrina. Okay, from day 1 to day 2, and your mobile number. Finish.
No,
Done.
I told you that's something easily can be a very big company. Seriously.
We need your support. We need your.
Definitely. I
you know,
have
like-
very good connections in Australia, so yeah, we can talk about it. I'm really,
Yeah,
really.
that's something really. I'm not saying that because it's, but it's really useful. You know, yesterday I had a neighbor, and what happened is at the same time I was going to the swimming pool, exactly the same time his kids were there trying to reach the swimming pool. His kids, first grade, very young.
Yeah.
And I, by chance, because it was open, you know, like I called the security to open the, you know, I need to call the security to open the swimming pool door for me. This is another hustle. So anyway, but this is not made a big deal. I can wait 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, he will unlock. But the time he unlocked the door, one child, he went up before me and he opened the door and he was there. I said, stop. Where are you going? He said, to the swimming pool. He says, where is your parents? He's coming. I said, okay, where is coming? You know, in that time, maybe in this 5 minutes, he might be stepping into the swimming pool, dying, drowning, whatever happens. And even the father will come after 5 minutes and he finds his son dead. Like, why is this happening? There are many solutions, guys. We are offering you a very smart solutions. This guy, he should be having a mobile access. If he has the mobile access, he will unlock the door, he will open the door. If he doesn't have access, he will not be able to do that. As simple as this. So you can imagine it like in gym, in lockers, in schools, attendance. It's a very big concept. Not on access, but in terms of communication as a smart community platform.
What's the infrastructure requirement to run such a hardware?
Very simple, very simple. First of all, what we do is we don't go for from off-plan structure. Like we can go for existing places. Example, like this one, I'll show you this one. So if let's say you come and say, "How do we need this switch to make it smart?" So we will keep this switch for you as is, but we will keep this. We will remove the switch. We will add a small IoT device, which will work here. It will take us like 15 minutes exactly. The moment we turn it here, it will be smart and traditional. You can control. And this one as well, we will keep this for you, whatever, we will add another component. So again, what we do is always adding a layer on top. We don't change. And we don't need wiring, no conduits, no wiring, nothing. So it's very easy and straightforward for adding any new layers or any technology. And it's been tested again. Like I can show you lots of videos we have done, and it was almost very nice. In my home I have, in my office I have, in my parents' place I have, in most of my friends they do have, you know, because it's really convenient.
Yeah, I think you are beyond the proof of concept actually. You are ready to go.
We are ready to go, but we are looking for the right people, because going without backup properly, you will burn your business. You know, like now it's easy to come up, but if I don't have the right people to back me up, like a customer service or a good supporting team or a good, sales team to take over, it will not manage. Then whatever good I've done for you, it will be corrupted in a couple of bad experiences. So then people, they will have bad word of mouth, not a good word of mouth. So that's what we are looking for now to expand. Actually, we are now into the place of raising funds.
Can you connect with, I didn't ask you this question. Can you connect with the ballot box or voting machine and the voting machine?
What is it?
Voting machine and
Voting machine?
different ballot box. You can remote with this.
I didn't get which machine you mean.
Like if you are doing some kind of election or voting machine and all you're using.
Voting machine, yes and no.
Electronic, yeah. You can use this one.
Yeah, you can definitely. Once he's registered, but it's not, you can use it in a way now as yes and
It
no.
can be hacked, then you were there, you were there, it can be hacked.
Yeah, it is there, but you need to add more buttons on top, because to make sure that he's yes or no, this is not yet customized, but we can add it because it's something we
There
can
are
add.
community centers and all the operating, they need a remote, and everybody is not available to come physically and do it. So they are looking for a remote solution or like value cross solution. So with the application we can do
So
this.
you can do, but it's not there yet. But it's easy to add on. But not yet there, but it's easy to add on. You can come to the place. You can chat. You can send it as a chat, yes or no. It's available now. But if you want just only to press a button, we need to customize that button only. But it's easy.
There are a lot of big issues in many countries when the elections are coming in, because some are opting,
Yeah.
some are not opting, coalitions are there. I'm just thinking if this solution is so simple,
Can
why
be,
it
can be
goes so
really.
big, you know, in the
Yeah, yeah.
internet.
It's something possible. Even now, you know, like Saha, the one they have the screening for COVID. The one, like you have done screening for COVID, Holger, or no? One time. Where? In Switzerland. Here you didn't have yet, right? In Saha, it's a mobile screen in the car or in a clinic. In a center. Okay. So for Saha, the mobile screening part, where you have to come in with your car and you have to do the screening. One of the guys of Connections, they ask us to do kind of, is it available for them to use? Yes, we created one thing for them, which is already there. Simply, we created a place for them, for each screening center, and we added the queue system on top. Like there is a queue system here. Like you can like instead of taking a token and wait, you can have it online. So you can allow staff to use the token as the staff, and the customer will click and it will get notified when he's he was able to monitor his turn on the mobile, on the screen, on the spot. We have done this for them also. But again, it's not easy to convince them to go inside and take part in this. It's not an easy step.
Yes, that's correct.
It's not easy. And it's easy to create the solution, but it's not easy to convince you to buy it
Or to use it,
or to use it.
Yeah, execution, people hesitate, they thought, we can start, but I don't know if we'll continue or not. So a lot of people are not saying, okay, even if you give a trial free period and they go through, still, people are not opting for the first time. Those who try them, they take it.
Yeah.
Like the credit card.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
Yeah, and
Again,
that's free line.
if you have the contact with someone to use it, we can do that for them. And we need someone to connect to do that. So we are able to.
It will go like, the effect, the fire effect, for example, one catches the other. Like how the credit card Citibank came, people were not opting the plastic card, right? But somebody took it and all other banks, they found it very easy then after that. So we have to have more of the people who like understand the bottom up, like Hadi to Hadi.
Yeah, I get it.
That's the way.
Possible, doable. Doable. So that's the thing is.
I think that's amazing. Seriously.
And thank you for
That's really good. Seriously.
your feedback.
I'm really impressed.
Yeah, this is some trying we do. Like I wish that we try to even implement it here as an access. But again, this is one of the things. Like even we are adding a small device on the existing system. But sometimes the existing system, like example this case here, it is a warranty with the chain of suppliers. So how can they allow us to enter and adding this small point of access? And sometimes it conflicts with them.
Yeah, that's
We are having our own system. We don't want this competitor to step in. So again, it's not easy to approach. But again, this is like a very unique case here.
Yes.
But it's doable. Like that's what we're trying to accomplish. Like it is something doable.
Yes.
Can you do it like independent houses and all? Can you do that?
Yeah, we have done that as independent villas.
So what will be the average cost?
So ranges like starting you can do. I have packages. If you go to thisIoT.com, so I will show you. It's straightforward. It's, what happened to this one? average cost will be, I think, starting from 2,000 dirhams, I think, something like that. Let's go. Is there? Yeah. See, if you go to leaseiot.com,
Okay.
leaseiot.com, and packages. If you are looking for packages,
Okay.
just simply packages is easy. You can customize whatever. So this is the rental part,
Okay.
rental per month, and this is the one time.
Okay.
So example, this is the one time. It's a one-bedroom apartment, $1,000, 788. Why one time? So it's consisting of one light switch, one AC controller, one smart hub, one energy phase monitoring, and one dimmer light. So, but this doesn't include the installation and integration. You need to have someone to install it for you. But if you choose to have the rental part, which is monthly, it's all included, covered. So you choose how many months, it's up to you. If you continue 24 months with us, your device is yours for free. And the application for free, you will get it. After you tested it for 2 years, imagine, like we allow you 2 years to test it. Then if you don't like it, just give us a phone call and we'll take it out.
So about $259 per month. That's about
$700
plus
$800
$3,000. $3,000 per annum.
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, but here including integration and installation. But again, still cheap, like consisting for products, you know.
So
Here-
what is my benefit out of it? See, I spend about 10,000 dirhams per annum. So what am I going to get out of this? Okay, I
Very
have
good
the-
question. You have a great benefit.
Yeah.
Great benefit.
No, I mean in terms of see, for example, 2 lights which controls, 2 AC control, 1 smart hub router, 2 phase energy monitor, 2 dimming lights. Yeah. So now by having that, will I be able to save the energy?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we can adjust with the DOB.
Sorry.
We can adjust to the annual DOB consumption.
You can add.
The budget for the DOB, it will be like controlled on here.
You can add it to DOI, you mean?
The DOB will be adjusted because we will spend here.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. You can.
It's like you will go to
But
Chile.
this is in collaboration with Siwa then.
Just like people go for this solar energy now in collaboration with the SIWA.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they get to partner with SIWA and they
We are trying to step in with Siwa, honestly speaking.
So, SIWA
But
is
it's
already
again,
doing,
DOI
SIWA
is
is
not-
only to, SIWA is concerned, right? They are already doing with the solar energy and all, no? They are installing. They have a window, you know, to take the permission and ask those companies to come and put their light, you know, SIWA light in the, I've seen some of the seminars they've done, and the companies who are doing for them. So you can go with that same way, like, you know, the kilo free now people prefer, right? You know, beside the DIVA and SIWA, the main energy or supplier, like unification supplier, they hire, then let them hire. These are social to their client.
You can do that, very good. But you need again to convince them to take this and to adopt it and to put it into their customers.
They're doing, SIWA, if you study, they're doing with the solar energy to create.
Yeah, they are doing
The
that. But
electricity bill is very high, they're losing customers, so instead of that, you know, the community for the real estate, you know, they like to give the reason why people like to stay here. Buildings are good, or properties are good, but again, consumption utilities are higher, so people are looking from, the SIWA bill is higher than the DOB requirement. And then they just like to bring the solutions. So, and their housing.
it's again a very good valid point, but again to implement it in reality and to collaborate with Siwa, it's something.
SIWA gave the permission to the owner or the tenant of that property. Otherwise, with their permission, SIWA permission, I cannot hire your services in that premises.
No, in our case, we are not like that. Because for us, what we are doing is we don't need permissions from them. Because what we do is we only adding some points on their existing solutions. Like, example, monitoring the energy. How we do that, you think? We don't do
By
anything.
using this one, the bill will be less, right?
What we do is as a hardware, what I mean, is simply like we have this talking about the smart energy feature. What we do is a current transformer, like a clamps. So we have, depends on how many phases you have. So we put only a clamp on the wire. That's it. A clamp, and we even power our device from our own power. We don't interfere with whatever they have. So it's very easy. We don't require their approval. But if you are referring to collaboration with SIWA to promote this service, which will definitely reduce the energy, because what we do is we give you the awareness actually. You know, like now, you know that, do you know how much we are consuming right now here? Anyone can tell me? No one can tell me. Why no one can tell me? Because there is no measuring now, there is measuring after 1 month. Right. And you don't know, you don't remember what you have used within that month. So you are not able, but logic sense, you will see that, okay, if I need it, I will switch it on. If I don't need it, I will switch it off. Ahlan wa sahlan. Most welcome. Come, please. He came on time, Mr. Musallam. So now what we have done actually within this one is we allowing you to understand the awareness and the energy consumption now and give you the prediction for the end of the month or the end of the day or the end of the hour. So imagine now if I apply my project here on this room, I will tell you now, I can show you in other places. Now it's running. If you switch on these lights, this is the cost for, let's say, if you keep continuing this for the last day of the month, it will cost you, let's say, 300 dirhams. It will tell you. It will calculate the fuel surcharge, the taxes, the DIWA bill, everything according to DIWA, because we are in DIWA. But what if you are in Sharjah? It will calculate again. A Sharjah bill, according to the tariff, according to the usage. So if you know now, with your application, that, wallah, if I switch this is 100 dirham per hour. Oh God, okay, switch it off.
Yeah.
I don't need it now, so enough, or let me do something about it. Maybe you don't know, maybe it's whether it's really energy consumption late or no. So you are able to see we are kind of exchange this watt. But if I tell you now, we are using now 1 kilowatt. What is it for you, 1 kilowatt? Even if you know the value, what is it for you, for me? It's nothing.
I always, have a problem with the energy companies, because they hide costs and you cannot ever calculate it because all these numbers doesn't mean anything for them.
Exactly, for us as end users, it means nothing.
But actually, Ali, that's very important point because here, what I notice is energy is not that expensive. So people don't really suffer that much. In other countries, it's a different story. Energy is a very, very big amount of their monthly budget. So this is something really, really important.
But Khalid, we tested in one villa in Jumeirah, commercial.
Okay.
And I went to one villa and I have the records. When I'm not talking from blank. I'm talking numbers. And you can call the owner anytime, you can verify what I'm saying. Before I was stepping in, they don't want, even they are not trusting the smart solutions or the energy. Like Mr. Ramesh said, why should we do that? Or what is it for us? What is the benefit for smart energy? So control. She was exactly the same, like everybody else. So I said, fine, let me try, step in with the awareness of energy monitoring. What if I can tell you now how much you are utilizing and you have to pay if you are using the same for 1 hour? Would it be having a difference with you? She said, okay, how much it will cost me? I said, it will cost you 1,000 dirhams, just in terms of to practice it. We came there, we installed that, and her bill, the villa bill, was 8,500 dirhams a month. 8,500. She has 2-story villa. She's a fashion boutique villa. So she has 2 stories, lots of lights. Like here you can find one empty block without a light. There, every block they have light. Okay, because it's a fashion villa, like they want to show their weddings and things, the crystals and things. When I installed the application and she saw the number now, how much she's using in 1 hour, it was around 200 dirham. In that hour only, 200 dirham 1 hour. You know, she gets crazy. She said, what? I said, yes, this is what you are using. And guess what? Like, because we are expert in the energy, we came in and we find like each bulb is creating a huge heat as well. So she needs the AC to be always running to cover the cost of the thing. So I said, I can, the first thing she noticed, said, okay, Hadi, please, I don't need this much of lights. Can you do only 30% of them? She start calculating now, you know what she's doing? She start saving. Why? Because she saw the energy. She knows that it's 1,500, but she doesn't know now it's 200 dirhams. So what she has done, she told me, please now quickly remove 30%. So really, we just quick one here, one off, one here, one off, etc. Done. We've done it. Then, you know, we calculate again. She has it. She can see it all the time. And now, how much is it? It is now going for around, it was maybe 120. She reduced because the AC is still running. You know, like, yes, she reduced the light, but the AC is the major consumption, most likely. So again, what she has to do? She said, yeah, how can I reduce the energy then? She started thinking. Then I said, okay, do you want to know how much we can save for you? She said, yes. Okay, let me install this for you. So we will have a set of program automatically, remotely from the app. You can say, today we will switch the AC from 9 to 2. Then it will switch off. Then it will work from 2 to 4. Then it will switch off. You know? So she start now organizing actually. Because of what? Because of the awareness. The next month, only awareness without only reducing the lights. From 8,500 to I think 6,500 next month. The months after that, we installed the smart automation, all of it, because she was convinced in that. So after that, she went to 4,500. The next month, but who is suffering now? Tell me who is suffering? The employees. Because they were very nice, lights very open, AC always all the time. They were very happy. Now what happens is that there is now control happens.
Yeah, but that's actually what's gonna happen, because now I think everyone knows that about the energy problem in China, in Europe,
all over the world, yeah.
everyone. So energy is going really into the roof.
And guess what we have done? We have done a very smart initiative even for hotels.
Yes.
You will tell me how can you save the hotel energy? What you have done for the hotel energy? I will tell you very smart idea what we have accomplished. We created something called Smart Notification Energy Management System. It's something not there before. We simply give you the awareness to any guest in a hotel, okay, to know how much I'm using. They will tell me, what is it for me as a guest? I am paying 300, 400 dirhams a night. I don't care. I said, fine, I respect that. But what if the hotel applies a reward system? In every hour, you will receive a message and you will get points after this hour. So if you are doing well in energy, you will get rewarded, let's say 1 point. If you are not doing well, you will receive after 1 hour. And at the same time, you can monitor. But let's say you don't want to monitor. You don't care. So you will receive points. These points can be redeemed in free breakfast, free dinner, free lunch, free massage, free whatever. So if you accumulate, let's say, then you will be my partner in saving the energy. Instead of keeping the blinds out and making the AC all the time, and I open the balcony, you know, like crazy, yeah, because I don't care. But now I want to get a free breakfast, a free dinner, and a free massage. So I will make sure to fight with my wife or my friend, please switch off the lights. Please, let's do it 25.
Actually, that's true, because people, when they go to any place, they don't spend much time inside them when they go outside. So
Exactly. And because they don't care,
they
keep it running. And people, the hotels, they come to us as smart solutions. They say, please put like a smart way to put the key card on top for saving energy. But people are smarter. They ask for 2 cards and they put 1 card in slot and another with them. And they go. Why? Because they don't care. Nothing in, and that is for us, unfortunately, here in the Middle East. But in Europe, things are different. Because Europe is, they understand the energy and they understand the value of saving the earth. What happens in Europe, if you give them this only as an indication that you are a good guest, you save this much of footprint, like a carbon footprint. So you reduced it. He will be super happy. He doesn't require a rewarding system from you because he himself or herself knows that he's saved to save the energy.
We in Middle East we prefer rewarding system.
A rewarding system.
It's very good. Actually.
Exactly. So rewarding system was better. But really good. And what we have done, we applied it also for residential. And guess what? Me and my wife always fighting about this every day. Why? Because I am the one who is receiving a message. Honestly, I am the creator of the app, and yet I'm seeing that she's consuming now, but it is not enough because I want to see the last hour. Last hour is a better indicator for me, What have you done in the last hour? Why I received this in the last hour?
I'm not sure about is the electricity is different rate in different timing or same rate?
No, it's the same time.
That's because over there, that's another thing that
In Dubai, but the UAE is a big word because Dubai has DIWA.
Yes.
Siwa has different measurement.
Because back there they have different
Yeah, the peak hours
peak
and
hours. So, but no one really utilizes it because they don't really know exactly.
but here you are able to see it
Exactly.
now.
Yes,
Now.
that's the things. So if
Now
you can
and-
see, you
Exactly.
can really control like washing time, washing dishes, whatever. So you
Yeah.
can control it in a much better way.
And now what I've done applied it at my home. I was saying to you, like I applied this in my home every 1 hour. I will show you my app but now it's switched off. Later when I switch it on, you will see every hour there is a message coming from DoorsVision. It will tell me how good or bad I've done, and I'm earning points. Now the points, unfortunately, in my home, it's not valid points. For them, it's nothing. But what we are trying to do collaboration is with entertainer or with Zomato or with anyone. Every point you get as a residential energy system, you will get rewarded. It will unlock one offer for you somewhere else. So imagine you are sitting at home. Every day you save, let's say, you unlock one potential. Then you are welcomed with buy one, get one in one restaurant.
So these points offered from your platform,
Yes.
and you can use it.
Yeah, and now we are thinking of the collaboration. Thank you so much. We are thinking of the collaboration between us and entertainer or Zomato to make it in a bigger scale. But this is something that's already there again. What I'm telling you, it's already there. What we are requiring is only people to take it and make it into reality to allow people to use it.
Yes, I agree. No, actually, that's very good. That's really, really good. Yeah, seriously. It's really good.
And that's the beauty of it, because it's a community platform. Again, that's what I'm saying. People coming to me and asking, Hadi, it's too much complicated. It is too much overwhelmed. It's too much overcrowded. We don't understand. What are you? Are you a platform for smart access, or you are for like energy management, or you are for posting services? What are you? I said, I am all-in-one community app. This is simple. Like if you are in a community application, that means whatever you require within the community, this is what we do. But we are a smart community app. That means we integrate IoT within, we integrate AI within, so it will help us discover and interact. But as Mr. Ghanem said in the video, we are anticipating the future. We are ahead of the future awareness. People, they don't want to get aware about these things. It's too late for them. They do. That's the challenge.
The innovation is always like this. But sometimes, like I watched yesterday the news in UK. So part of the issue of energy, because the truck drivers, they used to have 25,000 truck drivers from Europe.
Yeah.
So they left because of Brexit. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, he gave me the numbers.
Yes, this is the DW report. Anyway, they said 25,000, and And now what they try to do is to give 5,000 temporary visa for truck drivers to go to UK. So I was thinking, okay, behind the scene, okay. So what's going to happen now is that's actually on the bad side now we have a problem, but on the good side now, think about automated truck drivers. Sorry, not truck drivers, automated truck. So that's actually will push, the idea, which is like for many years, everyone knows that in the future we have autonomous cars, autonomous truck. But this one now, a real scenario, and this one will push really hard,
Yes.
to go that autonomous area.
Very
I'm very interested, by the way, in the autonomous cars. I spend a
yeah.
lot of time in this area. So I think this is the perfect time to push that idea.
I had that talk before yesterday with the Load Me platform. Load Me, it's a neighbor, it's my neighbor, and we had this discussion
Same.
about the autonomous cars and trucks. He said definitely he will be the first one to integrate it, because not only like saving costs and things, but because it's saving the hassle with the drivers and with the like when it's technology implemented, it will be much better rather than just having this kind of the margin of people error, because it's a big margin of error.
By the way, I like the idea about the community app.
Yeah.
That's very good idea. Community app. When you go to
It's a community
one
app.
community app,
Yeah.
all these services will be available to
And the beautiful part is not the community app alone; it's communities app.
So you go
Exactly. So community app is available. Like now, if you go in let's say my mother is living in GBR, so she has a community app for my DP, by the way, properties. If you go to Amar, they have their own Amar app. If I go to Tiger, there is a Tiger app. And supporting and maintaining and to make it happen at what we say community app is the basic community app. What is your bill, like the maintenance bill, whatever. You can simply write an email,
Yeah.
review. It's very basic
Very
things,
basic stuff.
and yet they have many apps.
So
Like-
every time need to get the new app.
You have exactly, but what if you are coming from any place to any place, any hotel to any residential, and to a commercial, to a parking, to a paid parking, use the same app. This is the beauty of it. This is where you will find it lovely, because you don't need, even me in a smart home, you will check in my smart home apps. I have more than 45 apps. Only smart home apps. And I have 4 or 5 access apps. This is only for my work, because I'm testing different apps and things. So imagine, then even it's getting bombarded with the apps now, your mobile.
Yes, that's very tricky, because some people they think, I want to have a mobile app, make money with. I think that's now
Exactly.
challenging, because they have so many mobile apps.
So we need people actually, honestly, to understand that we are not doing many things and admitting it's one thing actually in all places. And this is all places very important, because that's what I'm talking when I talk about competitors. They say, I'm telling them we don't have a competitor yet. Say, how come you don't have a competitor? Sure you have. I have in one part. Yes, we have community app, but we don't have communities app. There is a big difference. The S1, I know that we have a community app, and he can customize anything for you, anything. Smart, unlock, but again, only for that app, for that community. He cannot go beyond that app. And this is where we excel. Like, we knew what is there in the market, and this is what we excel, and we make it more covered for any app, for any community. And not community, place. Actually, we are more into places now, as I explained. Like places, any place. Imagine, I didn't talk about the restaurant, by the way. Restaurant, I didn't want to tackle here because I don't want the people to get lost. Do you know that we already tested our app in a restaurant? The moment you come into the restaurant, every restaurant now, after Corona, they have the QR code. So where you scan and you get the menu. Now, for us, you do the exact same. So you scan, it will show the menu, even if you are not registered. Just download the app, and it will open, and it will show you the place. And we are now having a new version for web application, so no need even to download the app. Some people, they are saying, oh, we don't want to download the app, it's too much on my app, I don't want to have a spying app. You know, different people, different mentalities. So we said, okay, we make it web application. That means it will be an application. Yeah, it is an application, exact application, but on the web. It can run. It's not a website. It's a web application.
By the way, just for I think you know that. For me, web application is more from security perspective is more dangerous than
Definitely.
Google Play, because they will verify the code in Google Play.
Definitely.
Yes.
But people, unfortunately, they don't.
That's
you know, like, because now Mr. Holger is a security a professional expert. You know, like, yes, there are some security threats when you install an application, but as you said, like, it's really less even than getting it into the web,
Yes.
because the web you are even more open, right?
You know, it's not tested.
Not tested.
No one tested. But in Google Play and Apple Store, people in Google and Apple, they tested the code and make sure, you know, they don't really
Exactly.
have any.
You know, Apple, how much time it took us to approve it? 7-8 months.
Yes.
They you know, like, it was a ceremony when we approved it. Honestly, when they approved it for us, it was a great thing. And what I was telling you regarding the restaurant. So the moment you come to the restaurant, you just open the menu and you check in. If you check in that restaurant, what will happen? The consigned waiter will get a notification that Hadi, with my badge, with my photo, is checked in table number 1. Come. So imagine if I'm sitting outside, no need to make hi, garçon, hello, hi, everybody. All right. So it's all there. It's all there. And you can call him, you can communicate with him, and you can control. And you reserve, you do reserve, it's available, and you can control your table. And you know what I'm saying? You can simply control your table. You are able to switch on the light over your table. Maybe if you are in a date, you can change it into red, blue, purple, whatever. You can play with it. So it's kind of attraction thing for the restaurants. But again, all these ideas is implemented. It's running now. It's there. But we need a huge team of sales to go and sell it to the people or market it to the audience.
Have you tried to reach venture capital?
And now we are in the process.
There is the one in Abu Dhabi. Most of you have said you want to have it.
Yeah, I have several money. But I didn't approach yet because now we were, as I said, like, we are waiting for the proof of concept to finish, and now it's already finished.
I'm working with a friend of mine in food automation. Maybe something, if you have time, I can show you that.
Yeah, we'll discuss that.
later.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyway, thank you very
So,
much.
thank you so much, Khalid. Thank you so much.
It's really good to see all this stuff, and definitely
Appreciate
I'm
it,
talking to
literally.
$1 billion person.
Habibi, thank you so much. That's kind of